this project right here kind of represents the amount of progress that has happened, between the Haisla and the district of Kinat. The fact that a lot more Haisla artwork is being represented in the community is a really big step forward. And now, a very significant project such as this is also in the works, that is also has its roots in for the Haisla people, commissioned by the district. That in itself is a lot that represents the change that is happening. So yeah, it's a big step forward for everyone, and I'm pretty darn happy to be part of it.
So historically, the relationship between Haisla Nation Council and the District of Kinat has been one that is non-existing, and in my experience being with the Haisla Nation Council, in particular times, in particular settings, was actually very contentious. It was always contentious depending on the topic. So when it came to any type of economic development conversation, it would almost turn heated in certain conversations between certain particular members of either council. The feeling and forgetting those types of hurtful situations doesn't go away easy when it comes to our community. Any opportunity where we could showcase Haisla artists has always been a conversation. The Haisla Bridge is one of absolute value and importance, seeing as when we did the bridge opening and the blessing of the site with our hereditary chiefs and the district of Kinat, I had described the taking down of the old bridge, an end to an old era. That bridge was specifically built for the Alcan project to connect the industrial area to the municipality, and I had spoken about what the new bridge and the time that it was being built was a description of a time of a new era for the Haisla.
Back in 2014, when I was very fortunate to become elected mayor of Kinat, it was a priority to build a relationship with the Haisla Nation. And through that, we give a lot of credit to LNG Canada, who was really the catalyst in that process. And what they did is they brought us both together for when all their joint venture partners were in town. They would bring the Haisla Nation Council and the District of Kinat Council together instead of having separate meetings. And through that process, what they really did, and I don't know if it was intentional or not, but it allowed us to get to know the people behind the titles. And it allowed us, without the pressure of being in one's boardroom, to get to know each other as people and to start building a friendship. And that led us to 2018 when we unveiled the friendship pole at Haisla Center. And that was a great moment. It was very touching, very, very emotional, and that seeing all of the hereditary chiefs and all their regalia really showed you just how important this was to the Haisla Nation too.
I've always been of the mindset that working with in partnership in any setting that can help our people advance and improve the quality of the lives of our members, regardless of where they reside, was always important. It was actually the project LNG Canada and Coastal GasLink project that began to foster the relationship between myself and the Mayor, Phil Germuth.
That we've been able to build their trust and that we want to move this relationship forward. And everything takes time. You can't rush something like this. You have to be willing that things are going to take time and you're going to have your ups and downs. But it's really been just a very, very proud moment to have these celebrations like we had here on Sunday, with the friendship signing, the friendship pole in 2018. And I know there's going to be more proud moments in the future, such as this new pole that will be going up by the Haisla Bridge. It really is significant, and it's a real game changer in the relationship between the Haisla and District of Kinat over the 70 years that we've been living right beside each other.
It's also really fulfilling to give back to the community. This has been like a whole new learning experience, how to manage, larger spaces, multi-figures, and it's taken a lot of research. It's taken a lot of time. I don't know how much time I've spent, just looking at different figures of older pieces and sort of sticking to a traditional format, but also wanting to experiment with profiles of figures as well. So the top figure up here, this guy, he's a trapper. It's going on a trap line along the Kinat River there. So this human figure is holding a marten, which was traditionally, utilized for fur. And then moving down the pole, I wanted to do something different, not just symmetrical on each side, but to do high relief. So the eagle and the grizzly bear, they're going to be carved from a side view, a side profile. So I got many different levels of all the features. So in this case, the grizzly bear, his hand is going to be wrapped around the fish. Here's his arm, that's his leg. And the eagle, it's diving down to a big school of fish that's going to be at the bottom. There's some times where it's a little overwhelming. In my head, there's still lots of work to do, but you spend the hours, you spend the days on it. It all sort of comes together, and just one day at a time, one wood chip at a time.
On a personal note, it's something that really means a lot to me, and I'm hoping that when my time as mayor is finished, that one thing that will be remembered is the relationship building and the successes we had with the Haisla Nation. That would mean a lot, and it's been something that's been very important to myself and to all of council in the District of Kinat, and we're hoping that both of our communities will be able to see the fruits of that labor for many, many decades and generations to come.
Hemos, woes we deel. Wanneer ik op some nacht stick Duncan, dresses pole in our traditional way, in our Haisla way. I'm to speak for Hemos to see. We'll be blessing this pole today. And that's the Creator, Hemos Ake, bless his pole. We ask for the safety of all people that are involved in this project. That's Hemos Ake to protect everyone involved in this. What? What?